got 3 words: boss and buddy. Those 3 words got me through the roughest 6-year stretch of my life, Now, when I say the roughest 6-year stretch, I'ma definitely say when I was a service member in the military. Anybody that has served would definitely let you know it ain't easy. And if you evaluate your time doing it compared to the time you're not doing it, you'll understand why I say the roughest time of my life. Now, when you hear the word boss and buddy, a lot of things to think of, pop up in your head. For me, boss and buddy, they kind of went together. It was like, you my boss and you my buddy. I'm somebody's boss and I'm their buddy. Buddy is the most friendly word you can use to describe your relationship with somebody. Oh, that's my buddy right there. That's my buddy right there. For me, my greatest moments came during the boss and buddy times while I was in the military, and we had our boss and buddies on Friday. So you've been working all these crazy hours, dealing with all these crazy people, being told all these crazy things, and then you just get the clock out, go home, or if you're not going home, you just coming straight out your clothes to your relaxation clothes, and you going straight letting your hair down. Now, when you in boss and buddy, there isn't any rank. There ain't no last name. Yeah, ain't no Randolph. It's Mike. You feel me? And if you know me, you may call me Dolph or something. But those moments were greatly needed because you had a time to reflect with somebody who knew where you was coming from. When you're a civilian and you out in these civilian worlds, man, these people don't know you or want to know you. They trying to get that check. But we in the military, I know we getting that check. I know how much your check is. You know how much my check is. Man, we got some other problems. So you going through your moments at boss and buddy, and y'all just relax, calm, happy. You didn't work the 40 hours all week just to have this little 2 or 3 hour moments of just relaxing, getting you some drink. Now, my drink of choice was always something light and fruity. And it was light and fruity because I ain't want nothing too heavy. Because, I don't know how to act when I'm drinking. So, Michael got him some fruity. And it was all good. Now, most of the time, my boss, they always drinking some wines if it's a female, or some Patron shots, or some Hennessy, or some Ciroc, But ain't nothing wrong with a beer, and that's what brought us together. Them beers, To quote one of my favorite rappers, appreciate you bringing these beers through here, man. Because I'm telling you, during them moments of stress, your boss know what you've been through. Now, my boss had a really, really, really challenging job. My boss had to deal with my crazy self. All the stuff I put my bosses through. And then they got to try to relax and be calm and let their hair down with me. So I definitely, as I matured and got old, I definitely apologized to them a lot about, as much as I put them through. Because when I became in that boss position, I finally understood why that stuff is critical, because we go through things. Everybody goes through things. So for me to add things to your plate is just it's unnecessary, So I definitely do boss and buddy. I gained a greater appreciation for being a boss, and being important and being a supportive buddy, So I remember my time in Korea compared to my time in LA was totally different. Now, when I was in LA, it was me and my boy Caleb. Me and Caleb trying to recruit people to come have some boss and buddies, just relax, get a drink, take the steam off before you go home. And a lot of these were done by us analyzing and communicating with people throughout the week and knew what they were going through stress-wise. You know, if we got homeboys who going through some relationship problems, some family problems, boss and buddy, we knew we was going to talk, let our hair down, throwing some extra beers. They need a ride home. We was cabbing them home. Everything was good and lovely. But we lived in the city of LA. So Boss and Buddy was kind of like, man, we may have to wait a few hours for Boss and Buddy. We finna hit these streets and hit down to Saddle Ranch or something, as an example. Me and my boy King, you know, Boss and Buddy was important to me and King, because King had his moments. And when he had his moments, Boss and Buddy was the time for us to let our moments out. Share our moments. Because during the week, you don't want to talk about this stuff, because you got to deal with it tomorrow. You got co-workers at work. You got to deal with them tomorrow. But when you go to Boss and Buddy on Friday, we done, baby. We done. We ain't got to see these people till Monday. And hopefully they don't come to work Monday. Shoot. Now, we translate to Korea. It's a whole different world. Boss and Buddy was like, it was it. Sometimes Boss and Buddy was the end of the road. We worked these crazy, it wasn't 40 hours either. In Korea, it was more like 60 hours. Because we were doing some almost 12 hours work-wise. And we get done working, we need something. Because Korea, we had rations on the alcohol we can buy. Now that's some crazy stuff right there. We had rations. So when you buy your liquor and swipe your card, your ID card, it sends a notification to the first shirt about how much of your ration that you using. Now you know me, you know, I'm used to having unlimited. Drink. I go to Korea, it's like, man, I got a ration. So Boss and Buddy was really important because doing Boss and Buddy, it wasn't no rations. So you go to Boss and Buddy, you sit there, you drink, and we didn't have vehicles. So we stumbled, walked home, because that was the end of the night for us. Boss and Buddy was the end of the night. So now, as a civilian, I notice it's like, I work, I be looking for Boss and Buddy every week. And I'm like, man, people don't hang out with coworkers. I know why now, but people don't hang out like as coworkers. You know, they have these little fake get-togethers, and I see why it's fake. You know, in the civilian world, you got more to lose. The civilian world is not based on, I want to make you feel good, but I really mistreat you. The civilian world is nothing like the military world. Because in the military world, that's what they do. They mistreat you, but they making you feel mistreat you. The civilian world, it's like, man, you on your own. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. See you when I see you. If something wrong with you, you on your own. And that's always been disturbing for me because, like, you know, I grew up around a family of diversified people. So when I go to work, I be getting that family vibe until, you know, you get those real moments where you be like, nah, we ain't family. So I've definitely learned from those moments. So now I have to, like, construct those moments of positivity that I got from Boss and Buddy with myself, which is challenging. You know, I'm sad. I don't want to necessarily make myself happy by myself. I want to share my sadness, and I want the person that I'm expressing my sadness with to encourage me and support me as I'm becoming happy. But those things are really, really, really hard to find. And me working with my work study at the VA, I've connected with several veterans on a certain level of like, okay, this is what we missed. So we have to correct these moments and these situations for ourselves while we are civilians / veterans. Because, you know, once you're in the military, you always got those military principles. Those things don't go anywhere. They definitely follow you. So definitely, you know, when you're in your environments, it's really critical to figure out what works and what don't work. Because when you figure out what works and don't work, you're able to create and construct an environment that allows you to lift those things up to the surface. You know, you don't want to be in situations where you're like, I don't know what works. I don't know what don't work. Oh my goodness, who's going to help me? Nobody's going to help me. That's why suicide rates be going up and people kill themselves. Because they feel like they're alone. And the only way they're going to get that feeling that they're yearning for is to harm themselves. And unfortunately, we think like that as a community, as a society. You know, I'm not saying our environment like encourages those things, but our environments don't necessarily bring those things down. You know, we have a responsibility to do that for ourselves, but also, you know, in the military, I learned about the wingman concept. The wingman concept is pretty much you're never alone. Somebody there to catch these things, to inform you. You know, like my people I connect with on my boss and buddy tip in the military, I know their triggers. I know when they good. I know when they bad. So when they're good, I see it. I know it. When they're not good, I see it. I know it. So those revisitation conversations aren't needed. They don't have to tell me, hey, Michael, I'm happy. Hey, Michael, I'm sad. I know, bro. I know. Homegirl, I know you ain't doing good. It's not as challenging overcoming those barriers. So definitely, when we are in our environments, we definitely got to pay a little more attention to that. Because if you aren't putting the effort to create positivity in your environment, you're going to be definitely affected by the negativity. So definitely want to help funnel that negativity out by being positive. Yeah, and definitely, you know, we need more boss and buddies in this world. All right, y'all. Holla.